Right now, there are pennies in circulation worth $64,000. They look almost identical to the coins in your pocket, but they are documented manufacturing errors hiding in plain sight. To an untrained eye, a rare 1988 doubled ear cent and a standard piece of face value zinc are indistinguishable. If you spend hundreds of hours manually staring at every coin in a jar without a system, the time you invest will almost always be worth more than the coins you find. Finding a high-value outlier among the millions in circulation happens when the search moves from browsing into a specific diagnostic protocol. The U.S. Mint produces billions of coins every year. At that scale, physical errors like double strikes or wrong planchettes are a statistical certainty. Most of these errors are lost to circulation wear or zinc rot, which makes a surviving high-grade error incredibly rare. The 30-second protocol is a tool-based routine designed to filter these coins. You check the date and mint mark, weigh any 1982 or 83 cents, inspect the spacing on the reverse, and look for doubling. Applying this checklist turns the search for errors into a repeatable system for sorting bulk change. During World War II, the mint switched to steel pennies to conserve copper for ammunition. This created the 1943 steel cent, a common coin that is often mistaken for its rare counterparts. The real targets are the accidents, a 1943 cent struck in bronze or a 1944 cent struck in steel. You can identify these instantly with a standard magnet. A genuine 1943 bronze cent can sell for over $200,000, but the probability of finding one in a random coin roll is near zero. Because of that value, the market is full of fakes that look correct but fail a professional authentication test. The magnet test takes seconds, but relying on lottery-style odds for a consistent return is a poor strategy. A more consistent strategy focuses on 1982 and 1983, when the mint transitioned from solid copper to a zinc core. To find these, you need a digital scale accurate to 1/100th of a gram. A standard zinc penny weighs 2.5 grams. If you find a 1983 cent that weighs 3.11 grams, you found a transitional error worth over $4,000. Individually weighing every 1982 and 83 penny slows down your sorting and requires an investment in calibrated equipment. That extra effort is how you get absolute data on a coin, which is the starting point for serious coin hunting. Modern circulation errors require a 10 to 20 power jeweler's loupe to see variations that are invisible to the naked eye. This diagram shows the wide AM spacing error found on some pennies from the late 90s. A distinct gap between the A and M makes the coin a collectible variety. You also use the loupe to check for a double die obverse, like the rare 1969S or 1972 varieties, where the lettering appears doubled. It is easy to confuse true doubling with machine doubling. True double dies have rounded, distinct letters, while machine doubling looks like a flat, secondary shadow caused by the die bouncing. While a loupe identifies $20 to $1,000 errors, it requires patience and carries a high risk of eye fatigue. Finding an error is only the first step. To realize its value, it must be verified by a third-party grading service like PCGS or NGC. These services use the Sheldon scale to assign a grade from 1 to 70. This grade dictates the coin's final market value. Never clean a rare coin. As this chart shows, a professional grader will label a cleaned coin with a details grade, which can destroy 80% of its market value instantly. Getting that third-party verification is what moves a coin from a lucky find to an authenticated item with verified collector value. Because most pocket change is worth exactly 1 cent, you have to match your hunting strategy to the time you have available. We can map these strategies by looking at the equipment and effort required versus the expected financial payout. If you just want to search a coin jar, stick to the bottom left. Use a magnet on 1943s, look for obvious errors, and spend the rest. For inherited collections, focus on the top left. Look for historical key dates like the 1909 SVDB and send them straight to a grader. Consistent results live in the top right. This is where you use a scale and a loupe to target 1983 copper transitions and AM spacing errors. Trying to hunt for everything at once without the right tools is a fast way to burn out with nothing to show for it. The 30-second coin audit is designed to take the guesswork out of roll hunting. Ultimately, building a truly valuable collection requires extreme precision, properly calibrated diagnostic tools, and strict professional third-party verification.